Good morning, gamers. So, as the mists clear around our battlefield, who is standing? Who is dead? And who is something else? That's right. Our party has been in the Amber Abbey in Barovia. This episode might have some spoilers because we are going to see what's going on. I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching BridgeWater Nights. There's good coffee, yeah. Okay. So, the party is in the Amber Abbey. They have completely not done anything I was expecting them to do. One party member is continually touching the amber sarcophagi every time she sees one. And now they've made their way back to the center of the compound. I believe that is to X5. And then the flaming skull that has remained on the dagger wakes back up. Unfortunately, I lost the initiative counts, but that's all I lost. Well, no. So it cast Fireball. Of course it casts Fireball. It's a flaming skull. What else is it supposed to cast? Flaming Sphere? So it casts Fireball, causing a pretty good amount of damage to some folks. Clay had moved out to engage, putting himself in front of the statue. What's in the statue? And yeah, it's within 60 feet of Clay. I measured. Finger of Death. Clay doesn't go down. He doesn't go down, but it hurts a lot. And about that time, another fireball, because they left one of the flame skulls up with the arrow slits. Well, so a little engagement goes on there. Through it all, Terrid comes back up to the front to attack the skull. He gets Finger of Death. He goes down. A lightning bolt, or another fireball ended up going off because they left one in the hallway. It had come back around. Fireball. Terrid has at this point lost 2 saving throws. Instantly. It is his turn. Top of the initiative. Terrid fails his last saving throw. Terrid, our faithful Tabaxi Bard, has passed away. But the battle must still go on. The party's realizing the defeat, as now 3 flame skulls that they had fought the day before, 2 days before, the day before, has now heard the battle below and come to investigate. The party decides to start doing their retreat. But whoa, lo and behold, Tarrant stands up. He starts moving towards Clay. Clay senses something's wrong with Tarrant. Something not natural. See, Clay is also a cleric of the god of death. He can sense things like this on occasion. Tarrant has been raised as a zombie due to the finger of death. Technically, it is what killed him. The fireball just exasperated the death. Well, she turns undead. Clay turns undead. Luckily, Clay is not a high cleric, high-powered cleric. Just enough to make him run. All the commotion goes on. They center themselves back into a room. And then a voice shouts out, "What is all this noise? I'm trying to study." Leans as the Arcanoloth points to our party, who have sequestered into a little room that's behind X5. Not the treasure room, the other one. Because Arcanoloth came down the stairs. So a lot goes on in a 6-10 minute thing. I gotta narrow it down. He points to them. The Lich leans over the balcony, looks at them and goes, "Do I know you?" Looks at the Arcanoloth and says, "Bring them to my study." That may not have been exactly the script that we were going for when I started this, because I've taken liberties with the Curse of Strahd. You know what? It's my game world. I can do whatever the hell I want to it. If I want Strahd to sing and dance down the middle of the street, I'll have Strahd singing and dancing down the middle of the street. Because it's my game. Mine. I am the dungeon master. Your argument is invalid. So anyway, so he tells him, "Bring him to my study." So the Arcanoloth leads these intrepid adventurers, these three, because Desiree is guarding Ismark and Irina, because Desiree's player didn't show up tonight. So Desiree doesn't get to play. So they follow up through a series of secret passages into the Lich's room, X27, and proceed to talk to the Lich. And the Lich tells them a little bit about the... excuse me, my alarm's going off. Lich tells them a little bit about the Abbey and asks them, "Would you like a tour?" Well, Valharis, who is already obsessed with power from touching some of the other arcane vestiges and the amber vestiges within this, says yes. So he leads her to the others. And she touches them all. So we go to the ones in the library, downstairs from the library. She touches all three of those. Kind of pissed off because one of them wouldn't give her any power. But gets those. Gets led back through X5 to X33D, I think, where she gains the wings. Well, that's where when they get there, they find zombieized Tarrant. Now she has got the power of resurrection. Gives one character back their life, hit points, whole 9 yards. She gets to use the power once. She uses it on Tarrant. Then basically tells him, "You owe me." Granted, she now thinks that he reveres her and is planning on using the vestige of the vampire to drink his blood and kill him next time she has a chance. because she's going to become the power of the vampire. So she touches a couple more things. Her eyes melt out of her face. She can still see. She has become a grotesque creature, covered in oily fur. Now, mind you, she started off as a Yuan-Ti. Now she's covered in oily fur. Her eyes are glowing, plus they're melted out of her face. She touches this one last vestige, grows the wings, and finally fails a saving throw. She has touched 7 of the vestiges, and she fails the saving throw. So I hand her a slip of paper saying, you no longer have control of your character. You need to draw up a new one. And I'm not joking about this. Your Val Helreese is done. So I have Val look at the party and leave as quickly as she can. So they think she's going off to find substance. Well, she is. But in the process, she's basically become a new bad guy. So while they're pondering that, as the Lich tells him, oh no, your friend is gone. She is never coming back. The vestiges have taken over her. She is done for. She was not strong enough for the power. So they come out and they're like, all right, well, fuck. Kind of pissed. All right, where's Desiree? We got to get everybody to the bar. We got to make a plan. They look up, and guess who's standing at the entranceway on the balcony above them? Well, there's Mark, Irina, Desiree, Strahd, who's got Desiree by the throat and drops her. Ismark is already unconscious. He has Irina clutched tightly. He looks at the party and goes, now you will come for my dinner invitation. Which Clay responds, could you send a chariot? And he goes, Strahd goes, I've already sent 2. You can make it on your own this time. And proceeds to leave. So our party has lost a member to the vestiges of Amber and to Strahd. So they're going to be heading to the Strahd. Well, I don't know what they're going to be doing. Most likely they're going to be heading to the Strahd's abode. But I got to get with Val. Well, I'm sorry, there's no matter of Val. Val Helreese is now a creature of evil that is roaming the lands of Barovia. Oh, this is going to be fun. That is all I got for now, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else will like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get the second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. Now, that is all I have. So go forth and roll some dice. Yarr.